Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the London Bulldogs and the Green Bay Packers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty tough stretch here. I think we'll know early on whether these guys are ready to play.
All right, time for an early game drive here as they look to hopefully set the tempo for the remainder of the game to come. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 19 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. We'll check on his status when we get back. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Carr. That's going to be complete. Yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, it's Fletcher. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw his Carr. And now he'll tuck it and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Buying time to his left. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Carr going to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly-by.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Corey Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game.
A red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16. Carr now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. To throw, it's Carr. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable. This offense has been clicking pretty good here in the first half. They've got the lead. They're looking for more with the ball in the red zone. Carr now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a third. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
What now?
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down now, it's Fletcher. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. On play action, now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end.
It's a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Onside kick coming up, and the kicking team desperately needs a football. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Carr to throw for it on 4th down, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now this one's not over yet. A big play coming up on the onside kick with the kicking team trailing by 8. They need to get it back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. Fletcher. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fletcher. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And on now is the punter. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Brissett looks to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 20.